The Nissan Armada is getting a major glow up in terms of both its style and how luxurious you can make it. Also, Nissan is finally offering a real deal off-road ready version. Sure, a lot of you are going to be remiss about the missing 2 cylinders in the engine bay, but on the list of good things Nissan is doing right now, this twin-turbo 6 sits high atop it all. So say hello to the 2025 Nissan Armada. The 2025 Nissan Armada keeps with the boxy styling while giving this full-size SUV the redesign it deserves. In fact, I'm happy that this doesn't present as an overstyled megatruck. The current design themes many automakers are running with overdo it with the fender lines, side creases, and more. Sometimes it's better to put the pencil down and step back from your work. With the Armada, you get nice, meaty slab sides, a really good-looking accent line that runs down the shoulder and up the D-pillar, and an almost sporty-looking roofline. At the corners, the entry-level SV wears 18s, but you can climb all the way up to 20s and even 22s on the other trims. In the cabin, Nissan is going with the dual displays placed side by side. The setup's hot at the moment and seems to work well as long as you leave physical buttons for some of the oft-utilized functions. The SV and SL trims feature a pair of 12.3-inch displays, while the 3 higher trims get dual 14.3-inch screens. All models, however, feature wireless CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. And even better is that all trims, minus the base SL, are fitted with a 12-speaker Klipsch audio system. Tri-zone temperature control is standard for all models. One other crazy feature is the biometric cooling system, which uses a roof-mounted infrared camera to see how hot the air is above the first and second row passengers. If it feels it's getting a bit spicy in the cabin, it will direct more cooling air towards those zones that need it. In terms of power, the old V8 is gone. In its place, Nissan is putting its VR35DD TT to work. That would be the twin-turbocharged V6 engine, which here produces 425 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. That adds up to 25 more horses and 103 more of the torques over the outgoing V8. The engine is paired with a 9-speed automatic, and all models can tow up to 8,500 pounds. But the specific model I'm most interested in is easily the new Pro-4X. This is the first time the Armada has gotten a Pro-4X trim, and this one looks the business. On the outside, it gets recovery hooks, LED fog lights, blacked out trim on the fender flares, mirror covers, roof rails, and grille, and the wheels are trim-specific 20-inch rollers. You get beefy, all-terrain tires, 9.6 inches of ground clearance, 8 selectable drive modes, hill descent control, an electronic rear locker, underbody skid plate protection, and even adaptive air suspension. Nissan also makes use of the camera system to deliver an invisible hood view so you can spot any potential obstacles you're about to smash into. But one thing I'm not seeing mentioned is any sort of a transfer case. The prior 4-wheel drive version of the truck has one, but it seems like this new version does not. Having a rear locker is awesome, but it would be nice to also have 4-low available if you need it. So I'd say this is more of an all-wheel drive machine than a 4-wheel drive one, which is fine, but just know what you're dealing with. Above the Pro-4X, however, is where the mega luxury version sits. The Platinum Reserve serves up massaging front seats, 22-inch wheels, and that adaptive air suspension system. It looks supremely fancy inside and should wear a price tag to match what we're seeing here. Speaking of price, there's no word on that just yet. We do know that rear-wheel drive is standard on all trims except the Pro-4X, which comes standard with all-wheel drive. The other trims can be spec'd with all-wheel drive though too, of course, and they all go on sale later on in 2024. The outgoing model starts in the upper 50s and runs to the low 70s. For the 2025 version, I'd suspect a starting price right at or possibly just under $60K, with top spec models touching $80.